What's up guys, this is Balázs from RacingBrick. I know you've been waiting for the review of this 10298 Vespa set, but on one hand I had tons of Technic and Speed Champion sets to review with all the March releases, and on the other hand we are still in the middle of our move and I'm already in the brand new studio, although it's far from being finished. Let me show you around quickly. So, the shelves with the cars survived the move, but it was a real challenge to disassemble it and then put everything back together. I promise I will shoot a proper video about this setup once we are settled. This is the table you see in the videos, and this drawer system is brand new and it will be very useful. Originally a kitchen setup from IKEA, but that was the best choice for my needs. Still lacks a countertop though. Roller coaster is also here and I didn't have to rebuild it fully, and as you see I still have tons of boxes to unpack. Here's the photo table, some temporary shelves next to it, and a huge box wardrobe behind the table that will hopefully be the dust-free storage for a lot of sets. It's pretty much chaos right now. Now back to the Vespa set. According to the usual black 18 plus box design, this is a Vespa 125 straight from the 60s. On the back you see another view of the scooter and the accessories, the dimensions with some features, and some happy folks having fun on colorful Vespas. Let's open the box. The set has 1106 pieces, the price is 99.99 euros or dollars, and it's already available at lego.com. There are 8 numbered bags in the box, one unnumbered one with the brand new tires and rims, and the manual with the sticker sheet. The sticker sheet is not too big, but I'm actually surprised to see the size of the wheels. This scooter will be pretty big. The manual is in English and Italian. It reminds me very much to the manual of the Fiat 500 with all the colorful backgrounds and the whole design. We get some information about the Vespa's history, a timeline with all the different models, the origin of the name, Vespa means Wesp by the way, and a few words from the design team. There are 6 building phases, now let's start building. This is the base after 19 steps. It doesn't really look like a scooter so far. We are at the end of phase 1 and the build still looks more like a ship than something on wheels. Here are our first stickers applied and some serious transparent plate stacking for the rear light. This build has lots of similar pieces used at multiple places, like the slopes here or the curved pieces on the sides or these other curved ones here. Here is our first interesting connection method with these clips, providing a secure but still angled position for the rear section. Slightly angled pieces with hinges on the sides, then again lots of repetition with these different curved surfaces and the surprising guest appearance of 2 Technic axles. Time to attach the 2 assemblies. It's again an angled connection with hinges, clips and that black bar securing it in place. We switch to dark blue and this big chunk of bricks and plates becomes the rear seat and this other one is the front seat and of phase 2. This assembly has a few snot connections here and there, but unfortunately it's mostly boring brick and plate stacking, at least it fits in place nicely. 12 Technic bricks with a hole and some alternating brackets on the sides and a pretty unusual connection method to the main assembly. We need to build the other side as well, attach it, then this central piece goes in place and this is the end of phase 3. I rarely see such huge blocks and panels in Creator Expert vehicles. We start to cover the studded sides of the scooter with these big smooth surfaces. A refreshing change and some Technic elements, we build the details of the engine. And an even bigger Technic surprise, the 3-module long frictionless pin with axle in light bluish grey. This is a fairly new pin and so far was only available in white. It's strange to see a new color variation. This was definitely the most interesting section of the build so far, and not only because of the pin. On this side, the big hollow cover totally makes sense as the engine needs to fit in it, although it's a bit difficult to find its proper position, was easier on the other side. Bag 5 begins with the muffler and this pretty unsecure connection between this thingy and the spaghetti piece. It does not fall off, but I wouldn't call it a stable connection either. Finally, a pure Technic assembly to make Tiago happy. This will become the stand I guess, and it has some cool toe ball connections. Time to open the bag with the tires and rims. These are brand new and look pretty cool. I totally love this white wall design. I really hope cars will also get similar dual molded rims in the future. This is their size compared to the regular Technic motorcycle rim and tire. The attachment method to the body is pretty clever. We have those 5 stud long plates with the axle hole in the middle, and here we have Technic axles to connect to them. Very cool. Yet another Technic assembly, and I think the first appearance of these beams in this shade of blue. Here is the new wheel hub from the BMW motorcycle set. This is how we connect it to the previous assembly, and this is how we close it from the other side. Due to the supporting beams and the wheel hub, the structure is not symmetrical. Time to use the stand and put the front wheel in place. Oops, it's the other way around. Now this is a pretty unusual way of securing these elements with clips and rods. I wonder if the end result will be stable enough. Did these boxes always have axle holes in them? I don't think so. We add the handlebars, and apparently that not so stable connection is super stable now. I like it. Here comes the front light, and the whole thing goes in place. Make sure to align that axle connector the proper way, otherwise your scooter will helplessly stare at the clouds. The proper orientation is also shown in the manual. A few little things to add, like the brake, or like this weird stack of metallic 1x1 round plates that becomes the simulation of the front suspension, and the kickstart lever on the right side. This big blue snot assembly is the spare wheel, but unfortunately there's no third wheel inside. I really like the structure of this rack for the rear with all these rods and robot arms. Here is a little basket with a very nice bouquet that has a clever connection to be held in place, and the final item is this brick-built helmet, and we are finished. Okay, it doesn't really want to stay straight like on the last picture. Anyway, finished! I have to confess that I had some doubts during the building process, but the Vespa actually looks very impressive when it is built. The original body is full of curves and smooth surfaces, but the Lego version captures all these very well. There are so many specialized pieces nowadays making it easier, but the designer definitely did a decent job. It looks great next to the baby blue Fiat 500. This color now should have a much bigger variety of parts. The scale though is very different. Poor Fiats look almost too small next to the Vespa. It also looks a bit weird next to the Harley. Their scale does not match either. I'm not sure about the original, but here you can fully rotate the front wheel and the handlebar around. This means replicating that photo with the helmet on the handlebar is a real challenge. You need some balancing skills that I apparently don't have. Although it is possible to push the scooter around, you really need to grab the section around the front light for this. As there's only a single long axle connecting that section with the front wheel, the whole front end is very wobbly, and it's not that secure either. It is really a display piece and not a set to be played. So, how to sum it up? I think the look is great. The iconic Vespa is instantly recognizable. It's a great display piece. The basket and the flowers are also very nice. The helmet is interesting, but it's a bit blocky. From a building experience standpoint, I feel that there are two separate phases. The first part is very different from the usual creator expert vehicle style. It's more like the assembly of a building. The second part with the engine and the other more functional details was much more enjoyable, at least for me. It is great by the way that we can remove this section to reveal the engine. It's definitely my favorite detail. I wish it had more functional parts, but maybe we were too spoiled with all the great designs lately. It's good to have something different for a different target audience as well. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. Smash the subscribe button and ring the bell, as I will have more exciting videos coming soon, but I will have some packing and unpacking to do before that. See you next time, bye bye.